1017, the hottest music. It's a Bill and Jessica show.
Good morning. It's going to be partly sunny today. High of 81.
And we want to welcome live in studio Annette from Harvard Business Services. Good morning.
Welcome back.
Good morning.
Yes, appreciate you coming in. Annette came in and she said, all right, guys, so what's the topic today? What are you guys talking about? And I actually have two things I'll ask you before we get started about Harvard. Are you a Taco Bell or KFC fan?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll eat them, yep.
All right. Well, now at Taco Bell, they have on the menu there, they have Cinnabon coffee. Are you a coffee drinker?
No.
You're not. So you wouldn't try it.
I maybe would try it, but I'm not a coffee drinker.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, have you ever had the Cinnabon like mini dessert, like the
Desserts?
bites?
Yeah.
They're good, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, now they've turned that into coffee.
Coffee.
Wow.
So on the KFC Taco Bell menu, they have the Cinnabon bite coffee. So
Completely off topic though. Have you guys tried the frosted coffee at Chick-fil-A?
have
No.
not.
It's literally like they pour half of the cup of coffee
Okay.
and then they fill it up with vanilla ice cream and it's a frosted
my
coffee.
Really?
God.
Yeah, you guys should
See
try
now when you
it.
said that, the first thing I thought of was like just like a frozen coffee or something.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's
It-
ice
I
cream.
think I would really
It's
like
pretty
that.
much like, yeah.
That's like
ice
my
cream.
favorite ice cream is from there.
Except for the Chick-fil-A near Jessica, which doesn't
They
serve ice
never
cream.
have it.
So don't try
It
that
took a
one.
very long time to get the ice cream back in a cone.
but
What are they, McDonald's now?
no, they have it, right?
Yeah, they have it now.
Okay,
It's
all right.
back.
So it's called frosted coffee.
Frosted coffee.
Nice. I tell you what, Chick-fil-A does it.
Yes,
I,
they really do.
Look, I ain't gonna lie, Chick-fil-A
Yeah.
does it.
My mom the other day, she was like, "Oh, hold on, I just pulled up to Chick-fil-A," and she orders this like Sunjoy or something. She's like, "Can I have a small Sunjoy?" Or I can't remember. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but she said something joy
Okay.
or joy something,
Right.
and I'm like, "What is,
What is
that?"
that?
And she's like, "Oh, that's the sweet tea with the lemonade." I
Oh.
was like, "Okay, you're more hip than I."
Okay, all right, all right.
Okay.
Man,
All right.
and guess what? You can go up there and order anything, and they'll say it's my pleasure.
It's my pleasure.
It is my pleasure.
That is completely true.
Man, they do it up right at Chick-fil-A. I tell you
Wow.
that my son could eat Chick-fil-A every day.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's like, some people eat Chipotle every day. He'll eat Chick-fil-A every day.
Yeah.
That's
So-
I think a lot of
spot.
us. But you know what I always say too, like my younger siblings, like my little brother, he's 17 and he's like 6 foot something. And I'm like, you know what? McDonald's didn't do that to us. So it has to be Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A's got something in there because the girls don't look 13, they look 20. The guys are like tall and muscular and stuff, and they're at this young age. And I'm like, it has to be Chick-fil-A because we only had McDonald's, and
Yeah.
that did not happen to us. We did not look like that at 13.
Pumping them steroids in that chicken
Right.
nowadays.
Stop. Stop. All the hormones.
Yeah, right.
Seriously,
So,
though.
but now here, speaking of McDonald's,
But it is good.
here's another
It
thing.
is.
My wife actually showed me this from TikTok. There's some kind of new coffee drink. I don't know what it is, but McDonald's has really stepped up their coffee game, like
Yeah.
heavy, big time. They have like a freaking barista in there.
Yeah.
But there's like it was a large some kind of iced coffee caramel something with like caramel on the around the cup, and I mean it looked like something that you would normally get from like a Starbucks or something like that.
Yeah.
But it
But
was
it's a
there.
little probably cheaper than you would get at
Right.
like
I was going to say.
just a straight up coffee shop,
Right.
Yes.
and probably just as good, as there. But
Wow.
somebody on TikTok was showing, and she showed me, and I was like, yes, gotta try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta try it.
The other day we stopped into Starbucks with one of my friends,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I don't know, just get me a refresher or something. And she's like, can I get a venti? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what language is that?
yes.
What
yes.
language is that? I'm like, 'cause, I told her get me a small refresher because those are the sizes I
Basic,
know.
very basic.
Look, let me tell you something, Boomer. It's not a small. It is a venti, or what's the other one?
And they have
Venti,
the
tall,
grande.
Grande, tall, venti, or grande. We don't know. We don't know the word small, large, medium. We don't talk like that.
I was like, girl, you must come here. She's like, yeah, he rings me up every day. He must know me now. I'm
I'm
And
like,
he
"Oh my
knows the
God."
order.
A macchiato with almond milk, please.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
But what happened with KFC? So what's going on? Or you're just saying because usually
Well,
they're
the coffee.
together.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
no, I'm just saying KFC. Yeah, KFC Taco Bell.
Right.
Yeah. So that's the that's their new item. But don't go to the one in Virginia because they even though they
Stop.
advertise it, they don't have
Even
it.
though it's on
But
their menu.
I
it's
would
not
like to
there.
go try. I would like to go try the coffee.
Yeah, well, talking about also food, did you guys see that crazy story about like something happened where the guy asked for mayo and got shot?
No.
Yeah,
What?
so be careful what you ask for.
No.
Yeah, it was something like at a Subway.
Oh wow.
He asked for mayo.
Not
or
around
asked for
here.
No, it was somewhere in the surrounding states, I
Mhm.
think. But I sent it to my friend, and I was like,
Wow.
"Girl, don't ask for mayo."
Right.
Oh my god.
Right.
Yes.
And I like extra mayo.
Me too.
Wow.
Oh my
Well,
God.
look.
Craziness.
Well, look. By the way, we love all those places that we just named.
We do.
You know, that's just our
We go there very often.
all of them.
Yeah.
And we'll continue.
often.
These are just our
Yeah.
little gripes, and you know, we bitch about everything.
Just our
So.
reviews.
right. Annette, Harvard Business Services, welcome. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
coming in.
guys.
People who don't know about Harvard Business Services, give us the rundown. Tell
What's
us
the scoop?
everything you guys do.
Yeah, so we register companies. Anyone that has a great idea or maybe already started something on the side and wants to venture onto bigger things, the legal way, you
Yes.
know, the protected way would be to register an LLC. Number one reason is to really separate what's yours personally from what is your business's. And it doesn't really make sense until it has to make sense.
Right.
You know, once you're self-employed and you have to present taxes or you need an insurance or a permit license, even if you're opening a bank account, they will always ask for the certificate of formation and the EIN. So 2 forms of identification for your company. And also, like, don't let it get to, well, we don't anticipate bad things to happen, but when they do, these are the number one things that they will ask for the company to be legally registered and for you to present all the documents necessary. So the first step for anything in a business is to register, to
Okay.
legally have it registered in the state of Delaware. So we make it very easy. It's very simple. We just ask for contact information. We prepare the documents, file them to the state of Delaware, to the IRS, and then we email them to you.
Now, you telling like all those steps, sometimes people get a little bit overwhelmed and they're like, that's
Yeah.
like a lot. You know, I can't afford it. But really, it's really not that much money. Like, how much money do they
Yeah.
have to have in order to make their, side hustle legit?
Yeah, so standard turnaround time is very delayed currently. But if it's not something that you need in a rush, you're still just doing your due diligence, but it's not something you need to present to someone right away. $274.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we spend that on Chick-fil-A and everything else we just talked
Right.
about in a
Right.
month.
Right.
So maybe even per week, some of us, not me.
Yeah.
But, it's very affordable, very economic. If you do, because I know sometimes clients that are local to us, they will need it because of some subcontract that they're going to fulfill, and they need it. Oh, I need it by next Monday. So for that, it would be $424.
Okay.
So, and that gets you everything done within 3 business days.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, unfortunately for us, the state of Delaware isn't moving very fast anymore. I mean, it's bad when you're taking even longer than California.
Well, eventually,
Yeah.
you will get it, and
Yeah.
you'll become legit, and it's all about protecting yourself.
Absolutely, yeah. So even with the delays, let's say somebody calls us today and wants to register, gives me all their contact information, the name of the company is available, we prepare the certificate, file it to the state that same day. So we're doing everything that same day that you provide us information and payment. But the state, in order to get the actual document that proves, that has a state stamp on it, that's what's taking a while, over 2 months. We're hoping that they speed things along.
Yeah, it's just like a waiting period, and then you get it, and then
Yeah.
you're protected.
Yeah.
When is it like somebody who's like working for themselves or started their own business or maybe even doing like handyman work or something on the side, when would you say is the time to say, okay, now it's time to register as a business or LLC?
Yeah, so I see many clients decide that once they see that they're growing, you know.
Okay.
Or like if it's a side business and they're like, oh, well, now I'm even making more than what I'm making at my job, you know, and they want to venture completely onto themselves, that's when they take the step, you know. And even if you're not sure, you can always call in and determine that for yourself, because it could be different for everyone. You could register the company anyway and still just be a side business, you know, a side hustle, but wanting to have it registered legally. But that's when I see once there's more opportunity or something comes along where like there's a lot more money flowing in,
Right.
is when I see that most clients will register. It's always a good idea to register, even for little or for more. To have all your ducks in a row,
Right,
is never a bad
So if
idea.
anything, God forbid, ever happens, you know, they have to come after the business. They can't come after your personal, because if something happens and they, you know, want to sue you or, you know, they want to come after you, if you're not registered as a legit business, they'll come after your own personal stuff under your name, not the business name. So it is wise to have the business name separate from your own name.
Right. Yeah. I was just on another station, and Kevin was sharing a story of someone that he connected with a couple months ago, and was telling him his story about how him and I guess a business partner, were doing a job. I think it was construction, and something ended up going totally wrong.
Right.
And they weren't registered, so they ended up taking this guy's house.
Wow.
Yeah, to pay for monetary damages. So, you know, you want to avoid those things. Because imagine, like, not having where to
But
live.
if he had, like, you know, Bill's Construction, they would come after that. And Bill's Construction, Bill might own a house, but Bill's Construction don't own a house. You know, so.
And even if, like, I know some realtors also register companies to protect their assets.
Right.
Usually, once you're registered, you also get an insurance. And that insurance is kind of like a car insurance. You know, there's a deductible, there's liability for it. So it covers you for all these situations. But the number one thing they're going to ask for is for the registration.
Wow. If people want more information on Harvard, they want to go ahead and, you know, register their business or, you know, what they're doing. They will have questions. How can they do that?
Yeah, so we're on our website with chat. That's DelawareInc.com. Or they can call in 302-645-7400.
Very good.
Nice.
Annette from Harvard Business Services, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you, guys.
We appreciate it. It's 9:33.
Power 101.